Hello and welcome to our adventure. This weekend we travel to the city of Guelph. The city of Guelph is an English town located in southern Ontario, 20 minutes away from the city of Kitchener. Here are some of our favorite places that we visited in Guelph and we loved visiting them. Here we are waiting for the train impatiently to arrive in the station because we're going to be entering the train pretty soon. Oh yay, here comes the train! The train finally arrives and we're even more excited. Finally, we're going to see the inside of a train after almost 1 year of COVID restrictions and lockdowns. So here's me and here's my husband Ken traveling together to Guelph after almost a year of lockdown and COVID restrictions in Ontario. Oh, look at the beautiful view. The train passes through beautiful landscapes and cities and fields and all kinds of countryside views as we head to Guelph. Our first stop is the Basilica of Immaculate Mary in the heart of Guelph.
The Church of Immaculate Mary, the Basilica. It's a really old basilica and it has Gothic revival architecture and is the heart of the city of Guelph and has been standing since British times in Guelph. It's a beautiful basilica. I love the architecture.
Our second stop is the Garden of Grace, devoted to the memory of children who were lost in miscarriages and untimely abortions.
The Garden of Grace at Immaculate Mary Basilica in Guelph. So this is a beautiful garden right next to the basilica, which is about many centuries old. But it's such a beautiful basilica and it's a must-see when you visit Guelph. Here's a statue of Jesus praying in the garden. And we're just tracing the pathway. Around. And here's the seating area. And then we're going to go down this pathway. There's another pathway right here. Oh, look at that pathway. That is so beautiful. Let's go and check out what this garden is about. So it says here, the Garden of Grace is dedicated to the memory of Denise Brazelot by her loving husband Peter, 9 children and 30 grandchildren. She was a loving mother who worked hard for her faith, pro-life and her family. The Garden of Grace is also dedicated to the memory of many children who were miscarried, including Denise's own, and our little ones who lost their lives through induced abortion. May God bring peace and reconciliation to all parents who enter here. And let's go along the pathway. Look at all those beautiful plants. Here's another picture of Jesus with the children. And I find that statues of Jesus and children feature a lot in this garden because this garden is dedicated to the memory of children who've been miscarried and to the families who lost these children so that they can get some solace in their grief in this garden, sitting in the midst of nature. Take them out so that they don't get in. This is such a beautiful garden and it's so shady and so lush and like just look at all that greenery. It is so beautiful. Like walking through this garden gives you so much solace and peace and prayerfulness. It's beautiful. I just love this garden.
Our third stop is the Guelph Civic Museum, which is a beautiful museum which is located next to the Basilica of Immaculate Mary and contains a lot of artifacts like this beautiful organ and some old uniforms from the military over the eras and garments and clothing from eras gone by and departmental stores that might have been. I even found a bit of my alma mater, Loreto College, in this beautiful museum in Guelph. It also housed beautiful artifacts like this beautiful metal fireplace which I was intrigued with, and this memento mori I read brought back lectures of my English literature days. I even found this beautiful tapestry in the Black Lives Matter section, which was hand-sewed and a beautiful testimony to community. I found this wonderful poem by Karen Morrissey, and it brought a smile to my face. The fourth stop was the covered bridge of Guelph, a beautiful wooden Mennonite bridge.
This is the famous kissing bridge of Guelph, or the covered bridge as they call it. It's like an old Mennonite style of bridge, and you can see all the beautiful wooden rafters on the roof. These are probably standing from many centuries, and they're just simply splendid. You can see all the woodwork that's been standing for ages. Even the floor is made of wood, which is so awesome. These are some of the few remaining bridges. There's another one in, what's the other place called again? I'd been to another kissing bridge around here, but I don't remember the name. And it was a beautiful kissing bridge, but that was a different type of one. This is a different type of one. So this side opens out to like the main road, and there's a little cafe nearby and boating facilities, and the other side opens out onto a park. And here you have it, is the park. And there's the river. There's the river. There's Kenny. Say hi.
Hello.
And we're back out of the bridge. Back to downtown life.
Stop 5 was the Royal City Park, which is so beautiful, and it's lush and green, and the Speed River intersects this beautiful park. You can sit under the trees in this park and watch the stream flow by and take in the beauty of the environment. You can even spend a few moments in mindful activities as the river calmly flows by. Our next stop, or stop 5, was the house of John McCrae. Stop 6 actually. And so this is the house of the poet John McCrae, who wrote the famous poem In Flanders Fields the Poppy Grows. This is his birthplace, and it has been maintained over the years despite the fact that he lies in France. This is a beautiful garden that is around his home with beautifully manicured lawns and a beautiful sculpture devoted to the memory of the fallen troops in World War I. John McCrae was a medical officer, and he gave up his life for the freedom and safety of the people of Canada. He ultimately died of pneumonia and other diseases very young in life, but before he died, he left us with a legacy of his wonderful writing. And here is us having some fun as we tour Guelph. We enjoyed some ice cream and some cherries, and it was such a beautiful day. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe.